Hi, welcome. I'll just wait for a minute just to allow to see who's joining me for part two. We got disturbed earlier with my load shedding. Apologies for that. So when you're coming through, just say hi so that I know who's with me. Okay, it's almost a minute, so I can just start. So welcome once again to Money Matters Part 2. I am transformation coach Mashudu. I'm also a credit repair coach, and Tuesdays are all about credit repair, and they're all about money matters, and it's all about financial education and financial wellness so that you're able to make informed decisions to be able to achieve your financial freedom and your financial peace. And today, as we got interrupted earlier, we've been talking about our money beliefs and how they impact us. Just to recap as well, what are money beliefs? Money beliefs or beliefs, but today we're talking about money beliefs. Beliefs are ideas or thoughts or patterns that impact your life, because every belief that you have, it creates your thoughts, and every thought creates your words, and your words create your actions, and your actions create your habits, and your habits create your values, and your values create your destiny. So your beliefs, they are creating your future. So what are those beliefs? And I asked earlier, what are your money beliefs? So I'd like you to share and also say hi and welcome to those who are joining me, my new circle, and everyone has come through. So I'm live on YouTube if you're on YouTube. So like and subscribe so that you're able to receive the recording, and then also do share this live, and you might find that there's someone in your circle who need to fix their financial wellness, and they need to be educated about money, because money is another thing. I did engineering, and one as one grows, that once that, and you start working and you start having to be intimate with money and understanding it, and it's quite important. We can't shy away from money. So one of the questions I asked, what are your money beliefs? So do share if you haven't shared earlier, and say hi so that I know who I'm with. So I'm also on Instagram under Enabler Solutions, and also on my normal Instagram, Mashudu KM, so you can tune in there. So what are your money beliefs? And we've got also different four types of money beliefs. And you might find that you've got an answer. We've got what we call the money avoiders, that's a belief. And we also have got the money status and the money worshippers and the money vigilance. And I'll also share what are the key characteristics there. And also there's something that I'm going to share, so that if you don't know what are your money beliefs, then I found a lovely link which you can go. They've got 53 questions where you can assess yourself what are your money beliefs. And the part of this session is to create that awareness, so that when you start looking at your money beliefs, you start questioning them. Because daily we're interacting with our money, whether it's online, whether you're swiping, or whether you're at the shop. Hi, Lerato, welcome. So we're always interacting and using money. So you find that you fall under those money beliefs, which is your money avoiders, your money status, your money worshippers, and we've got what we call money vigilant people. And it will be great just to know in which category, even if you don't share, but you can be vulnerable enough and just own it. And that also creates awareness. Even your brain says, you've shared it, now I'm ready to do the work. And you realize as well, one of the questions I asked is, what, when you're growing up, what did you learn from your caregivers? What was the story? Is the story still the same? Are you still doing the same things? And it's not wrong or right. It's just an opportunity for you to reflect, because when we are not aware of something, we won't be able to change. And that is an opportunity for you to change. So just reflect when you were young. What did you learn about money? Because that are your beliefs. And beliefs can be changed. That is what I want to show you. Because habits can be changed, beliefs can be changed. You can start questioning them. And I'm just going to share as well. And on the next post, I realized I cannot share the posters that I created, which shows the different money beliefs, so that even when you're sitting and reflecting at home, you're able. So do check. We'll share them on another post, both on my links, on all the socials. So reflect on those 4 money beliefs and see where you fit in. And just a recap, when you look at, we've got money avoiders, it's people who struggle to even set to create financial statements, and they view money as evil, they view money as negative, and they've got this belief. And one of the things, and this belief is, it really kills so many dreams and goals of saying, I don't deserve. So when you think about money, just visualize and think, do you relate with the word of say, I don't deserve money? And money is evil, and those people who have it, they're evil. But daily, when you look at electricity, food, you need money. So money is energy, so you need to have that good relationship. So if you've got those perceptions, the money will come in, and within a few seconds it's gone, because it's an exchange that we have. And it gives us value for things that define that define them in those times. Like when you like a course, there's value to it, because someone will provide you with the value, and then there has to be an energy exchange, and then you provide the money, you pay, because they are providing you with energy, because they prepared the work, they're educating you, they're making you better. So money it's an energy. So we've got also another one called money status. And money status, it's all about people associating self-worth with money and their status, and they're defined by that. And they pretend to possess expensive things, and they believe that financial independence is through money. And also, how does this impact? When you look at to both, it affects your net worth. It also, you find that when you have got these issues, you become an overspender, and you have low income, and that also affects you, and also affect your credit ratings. And then we've got also what we call the money worshippers, people who just worship money. They believe that the more money you have, the more you'll be happy, the more you'll be successful. So are you one of them? And do you believe in that? Are you successful? Are you achieving what you thought you want to achieve? And they also think that money is the key to happiness, and may prioritize work over, say, their social relationships, over their families. And later in life, you find that they've got broken relationships. So in life, there has to be a balance in everything that we do. When you overdo something, you find that another area is impacted, like even the will of life. So it's important in the will of life. The will of life covers all your areas, aspects of your life. That is your spirituality, your wellness, your health, your growth, your personal development, your career, your business, and your finances as well. And today we are looking at the finance part of it. So also people who've got this belief of money status, you find that they lead secretive lives, so they'll buy things secretively. So do you have a partner who buys things without you knowing, if you've got a joint account? So look into that. It could be that they've got that, and you need to understand where that comes from. As much as you might judge, it's important that you understand why they behave like that. And part of this education, hi Sipo, welcome, is to provide that knowledge, because when we judge, you're just reflecting on some things that you need to heal yourself and within yourself, and things that you need to be aware of yourself. And I'm not sure what you're having. I'm having the goddess tea. And then another thing, so I still want to know, guys, Lerato, what are your money beliefs? And Sipo, do share. And then the other ones is that they are, the other beliefs is money worshippers. They just believe that they view money as a scarce resource, and they just want to have it all the time. And then we also have got people who are vigilant about money. We call them the money vigilance. They're so vigilant with the money, and they focus on the importance of saving as well, which is quite good. And with this one, it doesn't impact their income and their net worth because they are looking, but at times they don't even celebrate their achievements. So if you are one of those who's very vigilant, do you celebrate your successes? So do celebrate that. And as well, there's a guide that I've created, which is the financial wellness, and it also has got a quiz because as a person who always handles money, because we are forever buying and having that energy exchange, you need to see how your money goes. Where does it go? What is your debt to income ratio? What is your emergency fund and how you can attain that? And me being a credit repair coach, I'm there to provide financial literacy, which is what I'm doing now, and also to help you to build your credit score so that you're able to qualify for business funding if you're going to open a business, and so that you can be able to qualify to buy a house, to qualify to buy a car by fixing your credit score. And with what I do is we look at your credit report and look at what is your spending, and also we look at your bank statements and also look at your money beliefs. So it's also an interaction, understanding where are you with money and why the story that is being seen in your report. After we have looked at all the reports, what is it saying? And then we start challenging those beliefs so that you make informed decisions which will make you to start achieving that financial freedom and peace as well, because everyone desires that. So Lerato says, I used to be vigilant with mine. Now it's a big mess. Thank you for sharing that. So it sounds like you were one of them, your belief was being money vigilant. So, but thank you for that. And look into that. Part of these sessions is to educate. And if you still feel like you need help, do reach out so that we can assist you. And also, I'm just gonna share. Let me just share this one, the link on the financial fitness, and then you can also do a quiz there and see how financial fit you are. So it's all about the financial fitness guide. And then when you send your information, yes, and and quiz, I'll be able to send you, and then you can do that. And then the one that I'm just gonna share, the next quiz, it's all about assessing your money beliefs. So this is about assessing your money beliefs. So do it. And also you might even be emotional when you do this and you just realize who you are. And part of healing, part of transformation is acknowledging the issue and not running away from it. And last week we spoke about running away from the issue and why we've got symptoms of the the symptoms of debt problems. It's running away and say, I can't do anything. So this is an opportunity of saying you can do something, find the help that you need so that you can fix your finance issue. Every problem, as human beings, we are here to solve problems. And if you don't have challenges, you're not you're not enjoying life. So we're here to solve problems because we are creative beings. We are very skillful. We've got that talent. So with your finances, go and get help. If you don't know what to do, go and get the counsel of those who are experienced as well. And also, I shared about you might find that you also in terms of your debt, you are spending, you're paying money, you're paying insurances and all that. So what is important is to read the fine prints. Go and revisit all the documents that you have signed, things that you pay on a monthly basis, and go and read the fine prints and learn whether when you need to claim, you'll be able to receive that. Like I had a conversation with one of my friends today, and she was just sharing her had dilemma with one of the insurances because there was an issue of not reading the fine print. So read the fine print. And there's so beauty. We've got so much power. Like if something is not meant for you, you're not supposed to do, we've got that natural instinct. And that natural instinct over time, we just numb it and we forget, but we've got that power as human beings. So I'd like you to also click on the link as well and try this assessment. So assessing your beliefs. So it's basically 53 questions that you can go through and just assess yourself where you are. And it's important that you address your beliefs. So I want to show you, as much as you might have identified yourself with saying you're a money avoider, yeah, your belief is money status or worshiper, it can be changed. So habits can be changed, because what are beliefs? So beliefs, it's, as I said, it's the ideas and thoughts and patterns that impact our lives. And beliefs, they are good. They're limiting beliefs and they are positive beliefs. And you realize when you do this work, there might be limiting, and then you need to change them to the positive, and you start realizing things changing for you, and you start questioning. So when you start having that inquiry, because our brain is quite powerful, it's there to serve us, so you have to ask it questions. Like similar, if you're going to sleep, so I'd like you to try to do something if you're not already doing it. So before you sleep, if there's something that is nagging you, so before you close your eyes, just ask that question and ask your mind and say, I'm struggling with this. What needs to happen? And you realize when you wake up, you might have answers, you might have ideas of what needs to do. So say you've got this belief which was shared earlier of that I'm vigilant. So the question that you need to ask yourself, I'll just share it. And as I said, I'll also share the posters for you guys. It's just you need to start questioning yourself. Is this, you write down the belief and you ask yourself, is it true? So is that belief true? So you can ask yourself when that belief is happening, and can you think of examples in your life that contribute to that belief? So this is an opportunity to start doing the unlearning and realize what you have learned and whether it's serving you. And you ask yourself, what do you believe about that? And let me just click. So you ask yourself, what do you believe about that? And then after you've asked yourself, you ask yourself, what seems true about this belief? Because you can start nipping that issue in the bud by starting to ask those questions all the time, because your brain is there to serve you. And ask yourself, how does it help me to believe this negative belief idea of myself? Is it really serving me? And ask yourself, what might happen if I did not have this belief? What will change in your life if you didn't have? And when you do this as well, it's quite prudent. I normally say it's good. Let me just grab a paper. And then when you do this, you just take a pen. So you would have relaxed, you would have normally just calm yourself down. So how can you calm yourself down? You can calm yourself down by just taking at least 10 deep breaths. So you take a deep breath with your nose, because when you do this work, you might have been in a not a good mental state, you might have challenges. So it's good that you're centered. So you'll just take deep breaths with your nose and you breathe out with your mouth, and you take another deep breath with your nose. And I normally close my eyes as I'm closing and I breathe, and you breathe out, and you do that until you're calm, and then you start doing the work, and then you start writing, and then just allow the pen to start writing, and you're going to start realizing how your mind works. What are the tricks or the limiting beliefs that you normally tell yourself? Because it's quite important you do this exercise. Let me just type it. So it's there, and also we'll share posters on that. So just ask yourself on that. So ask yourself, how does it help you? And if that belief disappeared, what would you do? What would you do? Will that be okay? So ask yourself those questions. And at the moment, because you might be tired and had a hectic day, you won't feel easy to do this. But I challenge you, and you can also come and share in the comment later, and tell me how was the exercise, how beneficial was. And it only you can apply this to any belief. It doesn't have to be money. All your beliefs, because at times some beliefs, even your body says, "Is this belief still real?" And you just say, "Nay." So, but you can apply this to any belief. It could be saying that I'm not deserving. Who said you can't deserve? It's everyone, when we came here on earth, there's abundance that everyone, we are surrounded by abundance, and we've got free will as human beings. And you might say, "No, I grew up from a terrible childhood." But now you've got an opportunity to change the story. We can't blame our past at the moment. As adults, we can't. We've got the power and the free will to change that. And we've got info, we've got people who can assist you on your journey. And also, me being a transformational coach. Because one of the things that I do when I do what we call transformation coaching, it's also looking at your negative emotions. How are they affecting you? Last, like doubt, sadness, fear, grief. There's a list that we go through, and we start understanding when did it happen. And because when you know the root cause of those issues, it's easier to address them. And then after that, we also look at the beliefs of saying, because you find that some of the beliefs are attached to your negative emotions, and it's important that you address those emotions first, the negative, then you'll be able to address the beliefs of saying, "I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, and I'm not good enough." And I've suffered from most of it. And there are instances that I suffer because when one starts growing and learning, and the beauty of life is that we need to continue to learn and change, is that you start realizing some of the things. And when you start doing what we call transfer, it's like you're removing the plasters and you become better. So I trust with what I've just shared, you'll be able to identify in which section you fall under in terms of the money avoiders. So are you a money avoider? Is your belief being a money avoider, or is it money status? Is it money worshiper? Or are you too vigilant? And what has made you to be too vigilant? So start inquiring, and you realize those answers, they'll be coming from within. I see people says, "I just want to know how I have a problem of spending money." Like they say, there is no tomorrow. How can you help? So you can come and you can. It is okay. So do listen in the recording. So Sipo, you can schedule a session, because also how you spend money, because money is energy. So it's also, you haven't shared what is your belief. So what is your belief about money? So we need to understand what is your belief about money, what you learned from a young age, because whatever we learned at the formative ages, that is between 1 year and 7 years, they create our reality. And as adults now is to start and saying, checking those beliefs, are they still serving us? And if they're not serving us, you need to change them. So I would suggest you set a session, and then for those who want to reach out, they can WhatsApp on this number, and then you book 0615183208. So I would say, because everybody is different, so I can just provide you with a general, but without knowing the real details. And what I've realized with being a coach, coaching people, at times people, we are so scared to share our pay slip. Some people are really scared to share how much they earn. You find that even their loved ones, they don't know how much they earn, because of the belief of what they've learned. They feel like they'll be judged. And in terms of money and what you get paid, is you get paid based on the value that you add. That is why even when you go to buy bread, the bread is going to nourish you. That is the value that it provides you. So wherever you are, whether it's a business, whether you're working for an employer, what value are you adding? And that value, are you being authentic? Are you being there fully? Sorry, are you giving your best, not your all? Because your pay slip. So not so are you giving your best? So you need to give your best in everything that you do, because people also say your value. And even when you go to negotiate, because your body, you'll be so aligned with yourself. Your body will, even when you tell that person, they'll believe you. Because as I said, when you go to that negotiation, as much as you won't verbalize everything, we are energy. So our thoughts create. So whatever is happening around you, if it's negative thoughts that you've been thinking about for past week, you see negative situations. If it's lack, you're gonna see a lot of lack in your life. It's a happiness, you're gonna see situations. You'll even see, even in your timeline, you start seeing people who are happy. And then if you're sad or angry, you start seeing post of sadness, because we are energy. It's only the difference between us and computers or anything is just our molecular structure, because we are all energy. We've got atoms, we've got neurons, and so much. So that is what differentiates us. So each time, even when you're sitting, so look next time. So challenge yourself this week and say, what am I telling the world? What am I telling the world? And you're going to receive more of it. And there's a lovely video that I normally share when I talk about the difference between how you manifest things and your what is this your conscious mind is and your subconscious mind. We've got what we call the reticular articulation system, and how the mind convinces you. So whatever you keep on saying will happen, because even every day, the habits that you're creating, that you're doing daily, it becomes your value. And you say, no, my value is money, or my value, and you realize when you do the work, your value is just their money, and you realize why don't you attract, because there are other things which are your core values, which are taking priority of your desire to have money. And one of the things that I do is to help you to align your core values, like the top three, so that they can be aligned, because you might find that they are not what you think, and when you do the exercise, it's something else, and you become something like. There's a lovely word that I learned when I was learning Zulu, ubambaqambili. So you realize, you say this needs to happen, but it's not happening in reality in terms of your subconscious mind. So, guys, so it has been an honor to be here. So, do share this, and if you're on my other socials, so do like. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe, and tag your friends so that they can come and hear this message. So, I come here live every Tuesday. So this today was supposed to be live at 6:30. I did, and then throughout the discussion, I had network issues, and I'm glad I came back. And thank you for coming back. And I trust you have learned. And we've got Uspume as well. I didn't acknowledge you guys. I apologize. We've got Rudzi, we've got Soso on Instagram, and Munko on Sulufelo and Sino. Thank you guys for tuning in, and also just share if you've got questions. And I would like you to also just look at your money beliefs and start questioning them and look at that. Besides your money beliefs, also your other beliefs. And if you don't know where you stand in terms of your financial wellness, so up there I did share links. So do that, and then you also get the guide. And also challenge yourself and do the money beliefs. It's 53 questions. You can prioritize that, because daily you work how you wake up to make money, whether it's running a business, whether it's going to an employer. So I would urge you to do that, so that you know where you stand in terms of your money beliefs, and you start questioning. Just realize how one when you start changing one belief, you start realizing it's like you remove a pile of heaviness within you, and you start having that happiness. 1 degree, I always say when I'm and with a client, even when I see 1 degree change, I get excited, because I know, yes, there is transformation. And at times, transformation, we cannot expect it to be boom, but even that point 0.5. So do that, and also look at your finances. So I will share the next topic for next week on what we're going to talk about. And if you've got a suggestion, do let me know. I can prepare. There's so much, and there's so much that I also need to share on in terms of looking at the documents that you sign, but that one won't be alive. So it might be a Zoom session, a masterclass. So do look out for that. So there'll also be a fee as well. It's just to share what I've learned, and you might find that you are in the same dilemma. So the session will be all about crying, but also about awareness and also having to take action on making your life better in terms of your finances and being in control. Because what I've learned as well, one of the money beliefs which I shared, I feel like I need to share, someone needs to hear it again. You find that if you're not clued up with your finances and you go to someone who's clued up with finances, and as they're explaining, you find that there are questions and you're scared to ask those questions. And whatever solution they start, you don't even question it so that you understand it much better. So I urge you, whatever you do in future, don't be scared to speak up, because it's the money, it's the blood and sweat that you wake up so that you can receive by having that energy exchange. So start looking, and if you've got contracts to sign, spend that 7 days and understanding the fine prints, because later when you have to claim or when you have to get the money, you don't want to cry and say, I've been paying for years and something that didn't happen. So that is another belief of saying you need to speak up as much and ask, so that when that money, that debit order comes out, you know where is it going from. You won't say, I think it's for this, but you need to be really have that confidence of knowing where you are, where it's going, and not say, I think it's for this, and then when this happened, this is what. So go and test it. Even go and send them an email says, or if I do this, if I withdraw, what are the consequences? You find that you're going to learn a lot which you didn't know. So I urge you to start questioning. It's your money. So start removing those beliefs of saying, I cannot ask questions. So have those, and don't just rush to do things. Have your time. It's money. And understand the jargon. And part of the guide is to start for you to understand the jargon and to treat your money like an entity, like a company, so that you know what are the matrices that shows you whether are you becoming indebted or you're getting better. So that's me, your credit repair coach, and I trust this has helped you to think differently. It will help you to also reevaluate your money issues. Thank you, guys. Remember to share, and also just share what was your key takeaway from this discussion, and share what topics we can focus on. So we'll be doing this lives on Tuesday. If I'm unable to be around on that day, there will be a recording that you always find readily available. So that is the commitment we are providing from Enabler Solutions as part of financial wellness and education, so that you can be on the road to achieve financial freedom and peace. And you can do that if you're informed, because whether you are informed or not, whether you do something about it, already you've made a decision. You've made a decision. As much as I've got more info now, you do nothing. So it's still a decision whether you did something about it or not. And ask yourself, in which situation do you just say, we'll let it be? And look at those situations. What have been the consequences of the inaction or the action that you have done? So do reach out, and yeah, and if you need any more information about credit report and what we provide, do contact us. Thank you. Enjoy your week. So tomorrow, do join us. We've got Wellness Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesdays, I normally go live. So we've got Wellness Wednesdays. I'm looking forward to sharing that. And remember to share this. Thank you. Bye-bye.